be
Are
on
we
the
live right now?
No, we're live.
Hold on. We gotta put Dave roll.
Dave Roll's got to be in this. Together. Oh God!
Oh,
Don't worry
shit.
about that. There it is. Yes.
It's a work in progress.
There we go. Hey, Dave.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. We're on the Facebook Lives. I'm Ross with 98.1 The Max. Welcome to the Stump, where we have Memphis artists, bands, and come in and talk about stuff they're doing and learn a little bit about you so they can go out and see your shows. Right now, today, very special guests. I'm a big fan of these guys. I've got to see them. I got to play with these guys, and talent is a word that I use to describe them, and they're all over the map with their sound. Geist, welcome to the Stump.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us. Let's get stumped.
Yeah. Well, we're not gonna do like. Just go around. Just introduce yourselves if you may.
All right.
We're gonna start with you.
Start with the most important.
You're coming out with the jokes, man. You gotta come with it.
I'm Patrick. I play drums. I'm in Geist. I'm a senior. I went to
Senior high school or senior?
senior college.
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
You got hormones and milk now. Maybe this is something that you guys can grow now. It's cool.
Yes. No. We pick them on young. We get them really young. Alan.
Too close to R. Kelly, man.
Oh,
too
shit,
close to
that's
R.
so
Kelly.
right. Yeah. Sorry.
Too close. Senior University of Memphis.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Go Tigers. All right.
Go Tigers.
Go Tigers indeed.
My name is Alan Wade. I am the bass player for Geist.
And I'm Nathan, and I sing, try to, and I play guitar.
Awesome. Again, thanks for coming in here. Now, the first time I met you was about 3-4 years ago, and you were still under Purple Cat Jane.
Yes, the infamous Purple Cat.
Purple Cat Jane. And I remember you telling me, you were like, I'm just trying to get this rock thing off the ground. And I didn't know what to expect because if anybody, you look up Purple Cat Jane if you want. I don't know if that's a record. It was really tasteful, like really good sounding, like kind of electronic music, like the lyrics over the top. And I was like I'm like, all right, what's this going to sound like? And then when I saw you guys are like prog-rock-ish, funk, very smooth, kind of surf, like just like a surf influence in there. And I was blown away. I mean, you guys are incredibly talented, so, to see that kind of music kind of germinate and become something in Memphis, like I want to see, I like just to see you guys play and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Your talent.
Fun.
Yeah, because I don't know what kind of I was trying to rack my brain what kind of band I would compare you guys to. I didn't really come up with anything other than almost like a surfy Mars Volta.
Yeah, which would probably make me super happy.
Really?
Yeah, I love
good.
Mars Volta and everything like that. Yes, and it's like Zappa and like anything weird. I tend to gravitate towards just because it's not normal. And things that are
Unique
different
sound.
kind of attract me to like in different time signatures, especially. Like I was in band, and so when I would. When I was in band, like you have to play certain pieces that are in 6/8 and 3/4 and some that are in 5/4 and like you learn all these different things and you have to end up counting and it becomes fun for you. So when I listen to other music, I want to count and it gets boring when it's just like 4 on the floor. Not that that's like boring.
Something you could dance to is a 4/4 beat.
Yeah, something that you can dance to, but like. I didn't want to dance.
It's not knocking 4/4 down. It's bringing like crazy time signatures up. I guess
and that's just something that attracted me, and you get inspiration from all different things that you listen to, and you kind of you make your own little version of what you think it should be.
Yeah, because I know when you want a hit to be made, you make it a 4/4 beat so people can just okay. I see what's coming. All right, cool. Cool. But as an artist, it's gotta make you get a little boring up there, okay, we're doing it. All right, so time for a solo. But when you're doing, I remember seeing a YouTube video of this guy. He's like, all right, I'm gonna teach you all how to rock out to a 3/18 beat right now. Yeah. And then he's like, all right, 1, 2, 3. You can't rock out with a 3/18 beat. Doesn't happen. Go out and get paid. 4/4 beat. So I love, when you're kind of pushing the bounds and trying to see what kind of sounds you get by mixing it up and changing it and switching it and give that cognitive dissonance to like someone in the audience, like what just happened, you know, it keeps them as interested as you could be, you know, writing your song.
Yeah, and that's what's fun about playing, especially together with this group, is because we all feed off of each other. So if we wanted to do something that we don't normally do live, it doesn't really take much. It's me or Patrick looking at one of us and saying, let's do this or that, or like, you know, you can just tell by looking at each other, because, you know, if you just like have that groove going, you can feel it. And that's what's fun about the type of music we play, because there's no certain boundaries.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I would definitely say that a lot of what I would say makes our stuff more unique is we have like crazy live communication and stuff, where like so much of our live stuff is totally different than how we've recorded it. Where we did this yesterday at practice, where we just like, we didn't even like write it, we just kind of like looked at each other and like a whole new section of the song just kind of like happened. We were like, yeah, that could have been on the record, but like,
Don't you hate it when you come up with something cool
after
you've done the record? It's so lame.
Yeah.
But that's why.
But that makes like the live shows. It makes the live stuff
so
more special.
So you can feel what we feel when we create it, because every time we play it, we try to make it a little different than the actual record. So when you come out, you have a certain experience rather than just hearing what you hear on the record. And so you're not. It's unfamiliar, but it's intriguing. So
absolutely, yeah. I mean, I think the last band I saw, White Denim. You ever heard the band White Denim?
I've heard. I have one of their 45s, I think.
Okay, they did like a medley of their songs with like solo interjections in between them, and it was just like, wait, I know that song, but why? And now they're like one of the bands that like I'll never miss them every time I see them, because it was so unique. That the live show was so unique to the separate from the listening experience, listening to the record. I'm like, man, I'm gonna get something new every time I see them, and that's pretty wild. And I think that's just showmanship.
Yeah, I mean, you know, that's the difference between like writing a song for a hit or like creating something that's artistic and like you know it's something that's a part of you instead of just making it for other people.
But you're playing these crazy beats, and every time you like any of these guys looked at you, you're like, how about this? And you're like, what the hell, man?
Well, honestly,
or are you the one like, how about we do it like, or something like? Are you the one bringing it to the table?
I'd say, I mean, it changes. You know, it obviously is like different every time, but it's definitely a thing that we always joke about how I just kind of start out just like they'll have a riff and I'll just be like,
and
then they go like, no, that's like okay, but like, and then they're like, but could you make it like crazier? And it makes me think in ways that I don't usually, like, you know, like as a drummer, it's like my number one thing is like, all right, sit down at the kit and just lay it down. And I'm like, okay. And so it's really cool when they make me think in ways that I wouldn't usually think. They're like, well, like make it match up more or less with like the bass guitar or the guitar or the vocals. And so it makes me like communicate more with the actual parts of the song. So like the part will end up being more unique than if I just did like a rock beat for 4 minutes.
I hear you. Yeah, well, like one of the most uncomfortable things I've ever experienced in being in a band is trying to tell the drummer to do anything different than they're doing. It's like I don't know. It's like telling like Jackson Pollock or Picasso, like, all right, that's but more not like that.
We love your doing. We love the direction, but let's try something opposite.
Yeah, no, you're instrumental.
Yeah,
you're great.
I think that's what's good is because like I'll come in and be like, all right, I want it to be the craziest drum beat that you can play, and then he'll be like, well, all right, just tone it down like 1 or 2 notches, and that'll bring something to the table that is cool too.
That's awesome.
Because we all can communicate, because we all tell each other like if it sucks. Like,
as long as you guys can communicate, like that's like the hardest thing to communicate. Like I don't know, man.
No,
we definitely have an ego at the door philosophy, I would say, when it comes to like writing and stuff. Like it's all like open for us. Like if something sucks, like please just tell me, because I don't want the rest of us to suck because of my part. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And we all do a good job of telling each other that something sucks,
or if it's good. Like opposite direction too. Like, never change that part. That part's amazing.
Yeah.
Play that the same way every time. You know.
Yeah, and I know you're going nuts on your pedals.
Yeah.
Like one of the hardest things I ever see is like cycling through sounds, going live, and that's just to time them right to make sure that they kind of like succinctly like go. And I know you're playing around with all the pedals, and it's fun to watch because like it just gives these layers of sound, and I don't know, it's pretty groovy because it's a difficult thing. It's harder than it looks to kind of go from one like fuzz to a delay or matching them up both and then just kind of like scrapping that and going to another sound.
Yeah.
And that's a lot of these people have like these giant like I saw, I think it was like Billy Corgan from Smash Pumpkins. Now all of his sounds are now in one like Digitech pedal.
Oh yeah.
And just easy to kind of cycle through. Well, that's cool when people are making equipment especially for you.
Yeah.
Which just costs a lot of money. We're broke, so I have to just deal with
which means, speaking of money, we got some. Buy some records. Donate. I think you can find your music at Bandcamp.
Yeah.
we have
Bandcamp,
merch,
Spotify,
yeah, Bandcamp,
Apple Music. I think Amazon Music or whatever.
We're on all
Google
streaming.
Play. Yeah,
and
we're on
everything.
all
streaming.
Mhm.
We'll just get a little.
Look at that.
Get a little bit of that. Make sure it's all right.
Shout out to Mike Wilson for that one.
My boy
Mike Wilson.
Wood,
Mike Wilson
engineer,
did the artwork for this.
No, I did the artwork for that actually.
Oh,
But
it's you.
Mike Wilson engineered and produced it for us because he's our boy.
He's amazing. He's a wizard.
And he's doing our next record too, which we're like pretty much like 75%.
Where'd you guys do it at? You guys do it in a house?
So we did this record at Ardent Studios.
Okay.
We did 2 days there with Mike, and it was a glorious 2 days.
It was amazing. Somehow we did it in 2
Somehow we
days.
recorded these 6 crazy songs.
We tracked it in 2 days. I said. I should say we tracked it in 2
We
days.
tracked it in 1 day. Then we did
And
the
then
next
Nick's did it another day.
I can't remember. It was so.
That's
long
what we.
ago.
Yeah, it was tracking 1 day, mixing
What?
1 day.
Yeah, we did it with Mike and Ardent, and then this next record that we're coming out with, which we're pretty much done tracking, is done in like multiple places.
Multiple
around
places.
Memphis. We
Kind of
did
like piecemeal.
David Porter's new place, which is
Made in
Memphis, which is like a really nice new studio. It's on Union. And then we did some stuff at Mike's house because he's engineering and producing this one too.
Mm-hmm.
And what else did we do? We did one track at the U of M.
Yeah.
And
We did U of M. They got
they got a studio there.
That's pretty slick.
Mm-hmm. It's been there forever.
Really?
It's old.
I believe like it's like the first time they had a rock band in there.
No,
normally I hear about they have like
they definitely have rock bands.
They have a lot of student bands that go in there and record stuff. A lot.
Yeah.
that's slick.
Mm-hmm. I think Space Face may have even done something there. I don't know.
I feel like they did. If they didn't,
We're
don't say that I said they did, but I feel like they did. I feel.
But tons of bands like
Feelings are facts.
I played drums in a band called Kid on a Milk Carton, and we recorded there. I mean, you know, if you're a student, you can record there. I
Yeah,
guess.
you can just talk to one of the student engineers and they can book it and all that.
That's pretty awesome. When I was in college, that wasn't something that ever occurred to me. That, like if they even had.
We're dogs, man.
Yeah.
We'd take it if we'll get it.
Absolutely no, and that's a thing. That's a thing. A lot of people when we talk about artists getting paid for their work, or at least not even getting like paid for the work, but just to keep the machine rolling.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's, I mean, a lot of this stuff always comes out of pocket. It's like your expensive hobby.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
we
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
for making the records and stuff, that can be expensive. But I mean, if you're playing shows, you need to get paid, and like that's how we do it
For sure.
I mean, and we'll hound you down.
I hear you.
Like
Pay your band, tip your bartenders.
yeah.
So what shows did you have coming up, or?
We have a really big show coming up at the Bluff.
Okay.
in
April 13th.
April 13th.
It's a
And
Saturday. Be there or be monstrously square.
monstrously.
Who else is on the bill with you?
It's like 9 acts. It's us. Well, you can go on Instagram at Geist.official_. We have the poster there with the full lineup, including but not limited to Geist, Bailey Bigger, Jordan occasionally, Dylan Morey, and tons of other talented, amazing students at the University of Memphis.
That was not rehearsed.
That's pretty slick.
That's a good
Spitting
flow.
that out there.
What did you think about that, Dave?
I think Geist.
All he wants to do is all he would do is just like F yeah, fuck yeah, Ghost fucker. Try not to curse.
Oh,
try not
Guys
to curse.
flipping rocks.
Whoa. Whoopsie.
And, well, that's the hardest thing, like trying not to curse and feel comfortable.
Yeah.
Because like,
well, we're not the cursing type.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Like you try to talk like normal human beings and like relate to them, but like who talks? So, how was it today? Oh, it was just kind of disappointing. You know, kind of like trying to tone back actual emotion. Meanwhile, this guy's playing to like 12-year-olds. Every other word that comes out of his mouth is an F-bomb.
Yeah.
But he's a rock star, man.
So you got the April.
Saint David.
Yeah. April 13th. You got that show coming up.
That's coming up.
I don't think we have dates booked after that. I don't think so.
I don't think so.
That's the big one.
We are really trying to finish the record.
Yeah.
Just so we can have it, so to start promoting. I mean, we're shooting music videos and things like that. So.
Oh, music video time.
We're trying to do some cool stuff that is outside of the box, or at least outside of our box.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Doing it legit and doing it outside of the box.
Are you guys? Are you? Now you did the artwork for this. Are you doing this like shooting this in house, like with just you guys doing all the camera work? Or you have someone helping you out? Or?
Yeah, we haven't gotten down to the nitty gritty details per se, but definitely like rent some cameras, and we're trying to do it legit. But like you said, like for practicality's sake, as in house as we can, just to do it our way as well as to try to minimize costs.
I understand.
The balance of doing that and make it
what
look
kind of
good.
concepts you guys playing around with?
Oh, it's
Secret
weird stuff. Yeah,
Weird's good, man.
Weird, wacky, and wild.
Weird, wacky, and wild. I mean, we have like storyboarded stuff, and I have like some scripts written.
All right, like a man made of fruit by the foot, like getting eaten by a seagull, or like weird, or are we talking like
that's not a hold on one second.
how weird are we going?
Now say that again.
I don't know. I've made music videos before for Purple Cat Jane and stuff, so it's gonna be not too weird, but like just I want to make stuff that isn't normal or like that you would see in everyday life, and like I want to see. I don't know.
Yeah, like the philosophy I always try to follow, and I would imagine y'all would agree, is what my main goal is. Like the stuff we make, if I wasn't in this band, if I didn't know any of these people, and I just heard it randomly on the radio or just watched this random music video on like Vimeo or YouTube, what would make me like freak out and be like, this is like the coolest band ever.
Yeah.
Why is this band not why isn't everybody listening to this? That's what I try to make. You know?
Absolutely. Billy Gibbons said, "Make the music you want to hear."
Yeah.
You know, and that's kind of
it's basically that.
Yeah, you know, because no one else is going to make it for you. So make something that makes you excited.
Right.
Yeah.
I want to see something that I would be like, whoa, you know, like even if I didn't make it, I wanted to I want me to be like, whoa.
Yeah, exactly. Like so good that even you're like, dang. I made that.
I'm digging this Reading Rainbow shirt you're busting out right now.
That's the coolest guy in the band. He's got the coolest shirt.
Gosh. Not even true. You could be the coolest person in your band by buying Geist shirts
Segway.
for $15. DM us on Instagram at geist.official_.
Are you taking a picture of a pic? Look at this.
Let's
scope this thing out. What is this? What is this
Guys
little guy?
with a little demon buddy.
Yeah.
So Patrick and I designed that shirt together.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, that's about it.
It doesn't mean anything, and
It means whatever you want it to
it
mean.
means whatever you want it to mean.
It reminds me of Donnie Darko.
That's
You know what?
funny. Someone else said that.
I did not. I drew that thing, and I was not thinking about Donnie Darko, but it's not for me. It's for you can interpret whatever you want out of it. You know.
Yeah, absolutely.
I
Best things
definitely
in life.
could see Donnie Darko. If anyone watching this has played the video game,
It's a Rorschach test. What do you see?
Yeah, what do you see?
And then we say it goes back to your mom, and there's sexual problems there.
Oh my god.
That's your mom. All right. My fault. What's it called? All right. So back when I tried to take skateboarding seriously again,
Shit.
I know you skateboard all over the place. I kind of just checked out what is it, the new skate park? It's Society over on
Scott Street.
Scott Street over by what's that, Broad?
Mm-hmm.
And it'd be cool, pretty cool, like thing if you guys could play in there
Yeah, dude.
while people
We
were
would
sleeping.
love,
awesome.
We'd love to do that.
That
We'd
would be
totally
so
love to do
awesome.
And when I was looking at it, there's only like 1 or 2 spots that have like enough room. You can either go in like the vert ramp that's in the back corner, and you kind of like, but you kind of tucked in the corner, or they have like over when you first walk into the right, or they have like kind of like a 4-foot lip right there, and you'd only have like maybe a foot or 2 clearance, but you have like a corner for the drum set.
Oh yeah,
That would be pretty slick.
That
And
would
then
be
maybe
so
like
awesome.
in the middle of your set, just pop up while you guys are just busting out the rhythm, and then skate on down, skate back
Dude,
up.
If people wanted to skateboard while we were playing, that'd be awesome.
That'd be
That's the dream.
That might be in the music video.
Look it up for us, Ross. We'll do it.
Yeah.
What am I? I don't know how to run a society.
We'll ask them. We'll
Well,
see what's up.
Because I know Negro Terror, when they put out their music video, The Voice of Memphis, about, I think it's kind of coming up on a year ago. They did it over at the skate park on, what's the other one, the outdoor skate park?
That's Altown.
Altown.
Yeah.
They did it right in there, and people just going like, skating right in between them and
Yeah,
stuff
man.
as they're doing the
I think
shoot.
Mike actually was involved in that
Really?
production, dude. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you like it? Was
He
he an
wanted me to
editor?
come up there. He wanted me to come up there. I think he was doing that music video. He does music videos too. Or the guy who did our record.
Yeah.
He's a good guy.
Our multi-talented wizard.
I was about to say, if you're doing one thing, you're kind of like falling behind.
Yeah.
Right. Oh yeah, for sure. He's a master.
Mike Wilson is a man of many hats.
And he also can make the best espresso.
That's
For
true.
real. We were doing. There you go, Mike. You hear it? You happy now?
Hit up Mike Wilson for the best espresso in Memphis.
But no, we were like
You
doing,
sleep when you're dead.
We were recording at his house, and he probably made 7 cups of espresso, and he was just an angel.
That was literally flying.
Yeah, I know.
7 cups of espresso?
I was flying everywhere.
I saw a
Crazy.
70-year-old in Chicago get like 5 shots of espresso in her cup of coffee, and I was like, she's got to be dead now.
No, it's just she's
There's no
been
way.
drinking so much coffee for so long, her tolerance is so high, that's the only way she can feel the
I would
coffee.
think that she was partying like Studio 54 back
Yeah.
in the day. And this is like only gets your kicks now.
Yeah.
So artist, Purple Cat Jane, skateboarder. I mean, what else you got going on? You look like you got something else going on up your sleeve. Are you drawing in the class? What are you doing? What are the things you
Am
got
I
up your sleeve?
drawing? Nothing good.
He's good at
You know,
drawing and stuff.
you know,
He won't. He can't brag about himself. He can't. He won't tell. He
play
won't tell you.
drums
Well, of
in
course
Geist.
you can.
I help with the art in Geist. Geist is my
You don't have band practice. You don't got to meet up with like any of your friends or anything like that. What are you doing to kill time?
Sleeping.
sleeping. I'll sleep and then I'll listen to jazz, and then I'll read about how to make our band better.
Right.
That's like, but like they can vouch for me. That's like straight up what I
That's true.
do. If I'm not working on this band, I'm making money to work on this band, or I'm reading about how
we
to
all
do
we
the
all
band.
like, we try to email at least 3-4 times a week. We practice twice a week, and so on
That's
top-
awesome.
Yeah, I mean, like diligently, and it that's how you should do it if you love it. So,
Rehearse twice a week, chop out every day.
chop out every day.
Why are you watching this when you could be watching this while you're chopping out?
I don't know what chopping out means.
You got to get your French tips going.
It's
Oh,
it's a drumline nomenclature.
Okay. I wasn't in band. I wasn't.
We're all band nerds.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think that's
Okay.
why we like each other so much too, because we're all freaking band nerds.
Yeah, at the end of the day, all the fancy
What band?
clothes and music videos
you,
were just
are you were in
banners.
drumline. What were you playing?
I did percussion as well, so
Percussion.
I'm a drummer too. Like I studied drums. Before I was in this band,
Make
I
me
played
feel
drums.
lazy.
That's why we can't sit still. Is all the
Yeah.
drumming.
I was going to say, when you're doing all that kind of stuff, like how do you fall asleep?
How
I
do
don't.
I fall
You
asleep?
don't?
Yeah, how do I? I don't sleep.
I don't sleep very much, man. I really don't.
Do you sleep like a baby?
Countless.
I have dreamless sleeps sometimes.
Really?
Yeah, I just sleep so good.
You know, I heard pot. You don't dream when you smoke pot because it suppresses REM sleep.
Well, Alan's straight edge.
No, just
Wow. I can't believe you said that.
why you gotta do that to your friend, man? Nothing wrong with being straight edge. I feel like I gotta say that now. But it's not like you're not having confidence in your own life.
I'm definitely not straight edge.
Oh, okay.
Hold on, let me take a picture.
We're just
of
gonna
that
hand
real
out
quick.
vegan cookies a little bit after this if you want to hang out.
Oh dear.
Vegan cookies.
Well,
Yeah.
Pat's actually vegan, so.
That's not true. I got nothing against vegans.
You shouldn't, man.
Some of my best friends are vegan.
I feel like
Oh no!
there's nothing wrong with being a vegan. Like if you don't want it because of like animal cruelty, good on you. That's awesome. That's a hard life to live, especially in this town.
It can be. That's what I was gonna say. It's like what's really hard about it for people is like so much of the like people that want to be vegan, but in like poverty or because of their living situation or like illnesses or something like that. Like it for some weird medical reason, some people just straight up like can't be vegan. It's so weird.
It's like cats.
Yeah, it's like
cats.
Yeah, it's like
Can't be vegan.
don't give your cat or your dog like vegan food. That's like bad for them. They're carnivores, dude. Like straight up. It sucks, but they eat animals. So like, go to the store and buy them food. I don't know.
Oh my god, dude. Oh my god.
Or just let them outside and let them hunt birds.
Yeah.
The way they were meant to.
Dude, when I was a child, I had a cat that I watched literally leap into the air, catch a bird mid-air, drop down, and like just like kill it.
That's awesome.
I just really
The
like
fish
they
is
say like
sweet.
you're a wuss for having a pet cat. I'm like, cats are metal as hell, man.
Cats are pretty metal.
They don't even kill things. What they do, with
they
their
like
fangs,
play with them.
They just bat it until it dies of a fear stroke.
You want to know something? The most metal thing about a cat is they don't care if you leave. They like to be alone. They don't care if you come back as long as there's food there.
Yeah.
Yo, people get like because people like I like dogs
Maybe they're
and
just
cats.
depressed.
Yeah,
It
they
sounds
get
like more of a
talked so
depression
much. My
thing.
cat
I
hasn't
don't care
talked
if
to
you
me in the
go.
longest.
I just need food. Just
leave
a few
me
morsels. Awesome. Well, we're going to wrap this up. Guys, thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you.
April 13th at the Bluff. I'm glad to see that they're booking some crazy, diverse shows over there, too.
Yeah.
That's a phenomenal stage. It's
We've
really
never
cool
played there,
setup.
so we're excited.
All right, cool. I did stand up there once, and it was like for an open mic, and it was, like when, like at the bar off to the left, I think to stage right, and then you're looking down, but it's a nice deep room, so.
The burgers are killer.
The food's good? I heard
Food's
they got
awesome.
some good, what is it called? Shrimp and grits.
What?
I
Oh, man.
might have made that up. They should
Their
have
fries
some
are
good
what's
food.
up too.
They got shrimp and grits.
So listen to Geist, see what's the names of the other bands that are going to be on there? Who's on first?
Who is on first?
We don't even know.
We had no idea.
No, I was just like, never mind.
Like
Who's
the Abbott and Costello.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I was actually thinking Rain Man because you just kind of just
Oh.
shot out with it, but I wasn't trying to be insulting on the first meet, but all right, cool. Who else is going to be on the bill?
Including but not limited to Geist at geist.official_ on Instagram.
Find all their albums on Bandcamp, Spotify, Amazon,
Bandcamp.
like them on Facebook. It matters. We don't like. It matters how many likes you have on Facebook. I'm sad to say that, but
Yeah.
it
does matter.
Especially if you guys want to book out of town, it helps these bands out. So make sure you check them out on Facebook and like that. I'm sorry I interrupted you.
Oh no, you're fine.
Yeah.
Including but not limited to Geist, Bailey Bigger, Jordan occasionally, Dylan Amore, I think Sean Camel, and some other folks. So come out and listen to some dope music at a dope venue with dope burgers. April 13th, Saturday. Show at 7 or 8.
Awesome.
Thanks, Dave.
Yeah, Dave.
Make sure you buy t-shirts, support local music. Thank you so much.
Dave Grohl likes Geist, and you should like Geist too.
Thanks, Dave.
Absolutely.
Don't at us, Dave.
It's okay. Thanks again. This is The Stump. I'm Ross 98 with the Max. Guys, say goodbye.
Goodbye. Thank you for stumping us.